Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Rob LaFont here. I wanted to do another one of these stream of consciousness videos. It's a beautiful morning here in Laureles, Medellín. It's just around 7, a few minutes after 7 o'clock. I'm about to go meet up with my friend. We're going to go to Tres Cruces and hike. It's a great place to go, get exercise, have fun with friends, meet people. I want to talk a little bit about the dating life, my dating life, and dating in Medellin, and just some topics I had on my mind. And I think a lot of things about dating and stuff like that can be very taboo. People don't want to talk about it. Another thing, I don't think a lot of people talk about the challenges of it. I think a lot of people show the parts where they're winning, or like how to overcome this, or how they're the top person and all these things. And I think it's also interesting to show the journey and the struggles of dating, because dating is not easy. You're not always winning, and not every person that you want to be with wants to be with you, right? And so that's the challenge of dating, and being able to put yourself out there and keep doing it. One thing I'll say, just first of all, a lot of people say, "Oh, there's no good woman in Medellin." That is like completely untrue. There are so many great, intelligent, beautiful, just cultural women in Colombia and in Medellin. I've met them and gone out with them, had good relationships. So I think people who say there is no good woman in any area, they're just wrong, because there are good women everywhere, all around the world. There are good women, There's different cultural things, and depends on where you're looking to meet people. It also has a big effect on it. I am not a fan of dating apps. I don't believe in that. I'm completely opposite. I'm old school. I think it's best to just go out, do things you enjoy, and meet people. And when you have someone, or you connect eyes with someone, or you see someone that you have interest in, I think you have to take that chance. And also, I think, women and just people in general respect someone who takes a little bit of risk. I think the dating apps just take the risk out of it. It's just like there's a bunch of messages, and it's just very, it's impersonal, And so I think if you're out a hike on Tres Cruces or someplace, and you just take a chance to say, "Hey, I saw you. I thought you were cute. I like the way you're dressed," or whatever it is, and just strike up a conversation. I don't think it has to be anything too crazy, and see how it goes. And if it doesn't go anywhere, then that's okay. If it goes somewhere, that's good. It's like anything else in life. It's like business. You have to try a bunch of different avenues, and then find some things that work for you. But one thing I will say is, the challenge of dating is like, it's a bit of a game, right? People say, "Oh, it's not a game. I don't want, people coming after me for things, or wanting things from me." But that's kind of what relationships are. Relationship is an exchange, really. So if the person doesn't want or need anything from you, then, what's the relationship? So there's always an exchange, right? And so what I found, what I want to talk about a little bit, I think is challenging, is playing your cards and holding your hand, I'll say, like, close, right? It's like, I think it's always tricky when you're on a date, or when you're dating people. You want to show interest, right? But you don't want to show like too much interest. And I think that's a thing, because a lot of times when you're on dates and you go out with someone and you really like them, right? And you want them to know that you really like them, and it feels good in the moment, but you also want to be hesitant, right? Because you're looking at somebody and you're saying, like, "Okay, is this someone I want to spend time with?" And so I think it's also important to be a little bit like, "Okay, what does this person have to offer me? Like, what are their good qualities? What are their bad qualities?" And be curious and investigate. I think what happens a lot of times with men specifically is they see a beautiful woman, and like they're sold, right? And so they're just like, "Oh my gosh, this woman's amazing. I'll just do whatever she wants." And that's a mistake, right? Because it's just another human being. And I think what the important thing is to hold your own truths, right? And do what you need to do. I was out with someone last night. It was a good date. Um, but I was like, I gotta wake up early, so I gotta end this because I want to go home. I want to wake up early and go hiking with my friends and stuff like that. And so, I ended the date, fairly early. And she's like, "Oh, we could hang out longer." And I was like, "It's like, yeah, but I'm gonna take you home. I wanna get up early, And but still, I struggle with like, you know, um, showing someone that I'm interested, and then also kind of holding a little bit back, being like, okay, you're cool, but let's see how this goes, right? And it's just an interesting thing, and I want to talk a little bit about it. I want to see what your opinions on this are. um, what do people think out there? Is it good to show a lot of your interest, or would you prefer to kind of hold your cards tight? Um, and what do you think about the dating life in Medellin? What's people's experiences in the dating life? Have you had good experiences, bad experiences? Um, I would say most of mine have been pretty positive. I've definitely had some challenges and some things that have gone well and things that have gone bad, but overall, I've met great people. I've had amazing experiences. I haven't had anything weird happening to me. Um, and I've put myself around good people. And I also want to say to people who are getting out there dating, put yourself in places that you can meet people that you want to meet, right? I feel like people complain and they say like, "Oh, I'm not meeting the type of people that I want to meet." And I'm like, "Well, what are you doing? Where are you going?" And they're like, "Oh, I do this, I go do that." And then I'm in my home computer and all these things. And I'm like, well, you're not really out there, right? Take a dance class, um, go to tres cruces or a place or nice places where you're going to put yourself in a position to meet people, and then you have to take those opportunities when they come. Um, so I think if you go around and you go around places that you like, you do stuff that you enjoy, and you put yourself out there, then you will meet those types of people that you want to meet, and you'll have those beautiful relationships that are really possible here. I mean, in Medellin, and I mean around the world, I would say. But that's one of the biggest thing I would say is, put yourself in places that you'd want to meet people, of similar values, right? I like people who exercise, so going to hike in the morning is a good place, right? Because there's people who are active. They're not people who are like partying all night. They are people who are waking up and they want to be fit, and that's me. I don't really party. I like to go out and have fun and going through dinners and those types of things. But I'm not one of those people out drinking all night. So I want someone who wants to wake up early, have breakfast, go for a hike, or go on the moto and go on some adventures. That's my idea of a good time. And so I want to meet people with those similar, likes. So that's my little rant for today. Um, Follow me on the social media, LaFawn Social and Rob LaFawn on Instagram, both on Instagram. I will be posting probably the next couple of months. We'll be doing social events here, like I said, on LaFawn Social. I'd like to do things that connect people in person. I know we have a lot of stuff happening with AI and dating apps, all these things. I would like to do events where you can actually do fun stuff and meet cool people with similar interests. So that's going to be one of my things that I'm working on. So follow me on all those socials, LaFawn Social and Rob LaFawn those are both on Instagram. I'll put my email for people who want to reach out, please, for business stuff. I also do consulting, so people want to learn or know about Medellin, or even possible about dating things. Please message me, let me know. I'm here to help. But if you want to meet up and talk, I have to say I do it as a consulting basis. I mean, there's a lot of people messaging me and they're like, "Hey, let's meet up," and I'm like, "Okay, that's cool. I want to hang out," but I have my core group of friends. So if you're looking for information or want to learn something from me, then that's on a consulting basis, to be honest with you, because I have a busy life, so I don't have time to go have coffee with everyone who messages me on YouTube or Instagram, all this stuff. Like, please reach out if you have questions. But if you would like, to discuss stuff further on a business level, then please, keep that in mind, and I can send you my rates. I appreciate everyone watching and following and seeing this journey as it unfolds. I hope you're learning. I certainly am. And I just appreciate every single day that we have together. Every day is magical. So thanks for everything, and ciao for now.